What's going on, y'all? Back with another video on the Holy Priest, doing some 2v2 with Marcellus on his warrior. And yeah, we were kind of just farming up a little bit of rating in this one. Twos is really interesting right now. It's always been about like what comp you run, but right now it's almost like rock, paper, scissors. There's not a whole lot of variety. We ran into a lot of mirrors. We ran into a lot of windwalkers. We actually ran into a 2500 windwalker team, and they beat us pretty badly. I still don't have all the mastery that I need on my gear because I was running the Lightweaver spec, but in these games I am running the spec that everyone's running on Murloc.io, all the top holy priests, and it was pretty good. You get the divine image. I will say your guardian spirit, like when you transform into the guardian spirit or spirit of the redeemer or whatever it's called, it's not as powerful because you're kind of just spamming flash of light when you're in there to reset your serenity. So right here we do get the karma. This was the second time that we fought these guys. We fought these guys a total of 3 times. I gripped him out of the leg sweep. They beat us the first time, and we honestly didn't, or at least I didn't play that great the second time. I think I actually trinket a Dispel Silence here coming up soon. I was just trying to spam Dispel like as much as I can. So I think there he used Overgrowth on his Windwalker. So again, I'm just trying to spam Dispel. I go ahead and trinket that, which was really, really questionable, but we had pressure, and so right here, I mean, I get silenced again, but it's fine. That time wasn't as big of a deal. He does... Ooh, Marcellus actually stopped the clone there, and it puts the druid in a really awkward spot, and I get the full fear, and I pop Imperium Blaze, and then Shadow Word Death, and we actually get the kill there. So that's kind of a lucky fluke win on that one. There was one coming up that was a little bit better. And I think it was the rematch against them, so we're technically 1-1 against them. I didn't put the loss that we had against them. Here's one that was a mirror. So right here, I'm running Divine Ascension, so I'm not really worried about this warrior killing me. He's jumping back to Marcellus, and it looks like their Holy Priest is running Divine Ascension as well. I also have Spirit of the Redeemer, so I can transform into the Angel if I need another out. I'm trying to run at Marcellus to give him PI, and the warriors, again, just going me. But notice the warrior isn't running Death Wish, so I actually don't think... I mean, if he's not running Death Wish, I actually don't think he can take me down unless I just mess up. I mean, so right here, the priest transforms into the angel, and the warrior is completely out of line of sight. So he didn't get to reset any of his cooldowns, which is like a disaster for them. I'm sure that priest was really irritated because the warrior lined him almost immediately after he transformed into the angel. So that cost them the match because he can't heal himself and he can't reset his cooldowns. So this is the rematch versus, so this is technically the third match versus these guys. So right here, I think I trinket the clone and then I get instantly recloned, which was really bad for our opener, but we do have a lot of pressure. I think Marcellus Stormbolted the monk, and then he swaps to the druid. So actually, this might have been the worst one now that I'm watching it, because I don't remember trinketing that quickly in the opener versus the one that we did really well. I'm also really impressed with the druids that can just like constantly get the stealths in 2v2. Right here, I turn into an angel to just avoid that second cyclone. I'm trying to reset Serenity. I actually could pop a Serenity right here, and I did go ahead and decide to pop one. So I got one of the little divine image things. It looks like a Naru or whatever. He's gonna stop me with the Ring of Peace, so I couldn't get the fear, but we were hitting the druid anyway, so it was actually okay. I'm just trying to keep Marcellus topped. Now, right here, he's going to chase me back. I'm going to pop Imperium Blaze and my Shadow Fiend, and I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can because he didn't have any hots on him, and I'm pretty sure he's already used Fortifying Brew, maybe not. So he does run over here, and he pops Overgrowth on the Windwalker. So I'm going to Divine Ascension because there's not really anything I can do. They've got Marcellus rooted. They're going to go back to him. Now right here was kind of awkward because I get cloned as I'm going down. No trinket, so kind of a blunder on my part. I really needed to save cooldowns a lot better to get myself out of those situations. I do have fear back up, but I'm kind of just trying to hold it. Again, I don't want to try and chase that druid around, get into an awkward position. We do make a swap to the monk there with cooldowns, and he basically just gets one shot because he didn't have the hots up. So this isn't the match that I was thinking of, but it did go okay. So again, windwalkers, this is kind of the theme of the Q session. Fighting a ton of windwalkers and 2s right now, just because they just got a buff. So right here, he does so he's playing the offensive build. He lightning lassos me, which is good because it puts me on DR. So you see I'm DR stunned now, and I think he wants to go me. So it's actually okay. I get rooted, and I get knocked out by the Ring of Peace. I went ahead and give Marcellus the power infusion, and I decided to guardian myself just because I don't want to get within that touch of death range. So he gets hexed. Actually can't dispel the hex. I do stun him. He tries to root him, and I get the fear on both of them, which was really good. I think we're going to get karma here. Yeah, we do end up getting karma. So I still have angel form if I need to, you know, have an out to basically get away from this monk, but then he swaps to Marcellus. And I think I need to use my Shadow Fiend, but I might just go ahead and use my Spirit of the Redeemer here in a second. We do get the full fear, but it puts us in a really, like, the monk got awkward pathing, so it walked us away. I get sheared. And just remember, like, you can always kill the shaman in a lot of these. Like, shamans are honestly, outside of like their burrow and earthen wall totem and stuff, they're pretty squishy. Like when I'm playing my shaman, if DPS make like a heavy swap to me, and I mean they can actually just kill you in a couple globals if you don't have link and ascendance, etc. So right there you do see him use, or no, actually he got an ascendance proc. I'm not sure, but he's playing the offensive build, so I'm not sure how many defensives he even has. So we decide to swap to him real quick, and then the monk is, I think, yeah, he realizes that the shaman's in trouble here. There's earthen wall, so it's kind of surprising that we were able to kill him even through earthen wall there. So he still had link available, but he was chastised stunned, and we ended up getting the kill. So kind of a shorter video, shorter Q session overall. And you guys really liked the Holy Priest games last time, so I went ahead and threw these in here since they were, you know, anywhere between 2K and 2100. That's kind of the MMR that we were bouncing around. And I'll try and get some more. I do have some Holy Paladin 3v3s coming up. And thanks for showing all the love on all the videos. If you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe, drop a like, all that jazz. You know, liking the video really helps me out a ton. And I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.